Welcome everyone to Noah Gregson Land.
Well, the 20 didn't win, but the 20 still won. 21.
21.
Get it, guys? Laugh! Laugh! Come on, that's fine. Thought about it all week. In the truck series,
I won.
I slept through it. Woke up and saw Corey Hogg won.
I got home and I looked and saw it. Won.
And then in Xfinity,
I won again.
won again with
Algar.
Algar. Yeah. It also didn't watch.
Because we was gonna go to the store, but things happened, so
We just didn't.
we couldn't go.
Cup race, I watched, and it was actually pretty enjoyable. It was a pretty entertaining race. Didn't really have one set guy. I thought like as soon as Larson got out there, he was gone, but that wasn't really the case. We had some strategy going on. Didn't know what strategy it was going to be. We thought maybe Joey Logano was going to be able to save fuel again,
And looked like a hero again.
looked like a hero. And then had a caution with Noah Gregson.
Which
Had to throw that out there.
Seriously.
his
He
crew
was
chief
happy.
should have looked at the car since he was involved in incident before.
They didn't.
Yeah, need to get rid of Drew, get better crew chief or something.
Get me. I'm looking for a job.
I feel like he would be a good crew chief.
Track position is a key thing there, but if you're questioning about an accident, it's best to come in, get tires, look like a hero, come to the field. He may finish in top 20 instead of.
And let me
30.
have a win.
I mean,
Let
gracious.
my driver win.
When no one gets up in the top 5, 10, you know,
Something
they
happened.
just don't like him and they try to run over.
So Josh Berry
Didn't know that was going to
buried
happen.
the field.
Yep.
He had a great restart.
I feel like if you told me Barry was going to win Las Vegas, I would probably laughed in your face.
But he did win here in the Xfinity Series for Junior Motorsports. So something about Vegas he just likes.
Yeah. Well, the way he's been running lately, I mean, he's been running up towards the front, so he was kind of destined to win.
He's destined for greatness. If he keeps that up, that's a good playoff run.
Yeah.
I mean, the way Penske runs, I mean, heck, we could have a whole Penske Final Four. That's how lucky they get in the playoffs.
Yeah.
If that happened, Barry or Cindric win
Yeah,
Championship.
I thought it was looking good for Chastain. He had like the fresher tires, but kind of got tight toward the end. Couldn't really make it up there. So.
I was going to say something and then I forgot.
But which if Penske wins this championship, I think NASCAR is just gonna be like, all right, we need a new car.
All right, we need a new format or something. I don't know.
But at least let it be like Cindric or Barry.
Yeah. But this week we go to Homestead. Can't believe the season's already over. We're going to be crowning a champion this week. What's that? Oh, they don't run the championship
Yeah, right.
race at Homestead.
Why not?
I honestly cannot watch a Homestead race that's not the championship. It just has that championship vibe. It has like the atmosphere. It had, because it's like you start in Daytona, you end in Daytona, and it's like you got the palm trees, the blue walls, everything is different. It just seems like
That's where it needs to be.
it needs to be. Phoenix, it seems like just another race, and then after that race is over, you're just kind of like, oh,
What we're going to do now?
the one we go. But when it was at Homestead, it was like that was the championship race. It's over now. That closed the book on this season, and I think it's why I just hadn't been able to get into the championship race ever since. It just hadn't seemed, like the Super Bowl feels like the Super Bowl. The championship race just doesn't feel like that anymore. They need to fix that.
Okay.
Okay, I don't know where that came from, but Homestead for the Truck Series.
Truck Series. Well, I saw him on the entry list. I just couldn't pass him up. So Kyle Larson coming in the 07 for Spire Racing.
7. how to not expire.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's all I have.
And then he won last week, but I think it's still time for him. Corey Heim.
It's always time for Heim.
But that might just because he's the only driver I know.
Corey Heim is an experienced Xfinity driver or rookie cup driver that's stuck in trucks. Like, that's where his talent level is. Like, he should be contending for the championship in the Xfinity series. But yet, here he is in the truck series. He's going to be terrorizing the field, for sure. Which sets up great for my pick, because he has terrorized the field here at Homestead. Don't ask me what year it was. I think 2022. Ty Majeski. Might have been 23.
Yeah. It just fits. Ties the jet skis.
Ty
He ties the jet skis in Miami. So,
Majeski's in Miami.
yeah, we're talking like Ben Rhodes now. She won the championship.
Ty Majeski.
Well, or are we talking like Blaney after Las Vegas wreck?
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, now the Xfinity.
What'd you say?
The Xfinity Series.
The Xfinity.
Well, once again, it's on an injury list. Kyle Larson, the 17. He runs great with this.
Is he gonna run 27?
Yeah.
Anyway, I am picking the one that won last week too, that I won with, Justin Allgaier.
The Alligator
The Alligator
is
is,
in Miami.
he's awake.
Hungry. He's hungry in the lake
He's hungry for another win.
of Miami.
Who wants more wins?
Or he's just an Allgaier in the lake.
I'm just glad Emerald. I'm just glad Emerald ain't racing again.
Thank God.
Instead, you're gonna have Kyle Larson chasing me.
As for me, I believe he won this race last year. I say I believe because I can't remember these things anymore like I used to.
I might remember.
I used to be like, oh yeah, back in 2001, such and such finished 20th. He was 5 laps down and blah blah blah. And after the race, he got a job at CarMax.
I think.
I'm going Austin Hill. I think this track is
I think
good for him.
I had the luck lately.
Hadn't had the luck.
He went with me and then stopped.
He literally hit the inside wall of Phoenix. He needs to flex his muscles a little bit, go to Homestead, and win. It's a little bit harder to hit those walls. Well, the inside wall. I am setting up this for him to just. But yeah, I think his driving style is becoming kind of like the Homestead line. It's also all right.
The Cup's here.
The Cup Series.
The Cup Series. Well, so far, the trends, I'm like, Larry Mack, the trends right now.
Well, Mike.
The trends is, the winner has been in the 20s. The car numbers.
And in their 20s as well.
Yeah, so I'm picking a 20. The 24 of William Byron.
William Byron. I'm sorry,
I'm just not gonna comment.
I've taken over this Larry Mack persona now, thanks to you.
Yeah.
Well, guys.
I think you're the chameleon.
I think so.
Anyway, I am picking the one that he's picking for trucks and Xfinity, Kyle Larson.
Did you look at the entry list?
You got to have a seat
Yeah.
time, so.
I saw the entry list. I was like, I'm looking at him right now on the shelf, like
Yeah.
his pop figure.
We have him here.
We don't have him stuck on a shelf.
Larson on
He's
him.
up there. He's over here.
He's everywhere.
So I guess we're getting Josh Berry.
He's here. He's there. Yeah. Josh Berry's gonna be on our wall. But as for me, I'm going with the guy.
The guy, yeah.
I'm not going with Catherine Legg.
You should use that.
Going with this guy. Ryan Blaney.
Stole his house.
This is not the size.
Actual size, people.
He's had a rough go. He had the best car at Atlanta. He got wrecked. He had the best car at Vegas. He got wrecked. Probably had the best car in several other races this year.
But he got wrecked.
He got wrecked. Joe Logano in the same category. Like, he's had good cars, but guess what? He hadn't finished in the top 10 at all. First time the past champion hasn't finished in the top 10 in the first such races. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How many? Yeah, will we see something out of Joe Logano here?
Joe
Joe Bro.
Yeah, he's like, you.
Joe Logano.
You didn't say Joe Logano. You said Joe Logano.
Joe Brogano.
I was like,
That's a.
I'm Joe Brogano.
That's Joey's evil twins.
I wish this show was big enough for like our word. Well, I would say that, but there's some words I'm glad don't get out there. And then they talk about on the show, and Joey comes out like big glasses and stuff. I'm Joe Brogano. I Joe Brogano. I win race. But that was our picks.
He's also 22. Hasn't won yet. 20.
And also, see, we had the 20, it won a bunch. And the 21.
and 24 won.
And Joe Logano's 22.
He's the 22.
Which, I'm mad at Bill. I was going to sweep the weekend, but no. He was like, I'm going to mess up my pit strategy.
Oh, that's someone else win this week.
I don't want to do other interviews.
Could have swept.
So close. And no one has done with the 3 in a row.
Thank you to Heim and Algar for, winning last week.
See,
Hopefully you can do that this week.
I did pick all the champions one year, but I didn't pick all the winners. Crazy, right?
I can win trucks and Xfinity in a row.
If Ryan Blaney would have just passed Ross Chastain, I would have been able to have done that, but nope. This is redemption Blaney.
Yeah, I gambled last week with.
Homestead.
I gambled last week with Kyle Busch and came up craps. So
He lost a tire.
lost the tire. Yes.
Then he had to go to the back.
But now it is your turn to let us know your picks. Head to our comments section. Let us know who you're picking. You can pick for the stages if you want, or you can just pick one driver for each series. The world is your oyster. Do whatever. Just don't go crazy and picking for each lap. I don't want to do that.
Yeah. Also, Tyler Reddick might be a good pick. He likes to run the high line. So
Noah might be a good pick, but that's a iffy.
That's an if.
That's an iffy one.
If you pick for each lap, I will find you and I will personally punch you in the face.
so we'll see if Josh Berry can continue his dominance here. Or not dominance, but his.
He won one race, guys.
Yeah.
Continue his. Well, it's not really a streak yet.
See if he can go back to back.
See if he can go back to. You'll be 3 races with Barry, then 3 races with Joey, then 3 races with William Byron.
Yes.
You forgot about it.
What? We don't talk about him. My mind did not think of. Like, I don't really see Bubba as the 23 driver. I still see him as the 45 when he still drove the 45. I see 2 45 drivers. weird, I know.
Where has Denny Hamlin been?
Well, he went gambling and won a car.
Okay.
That's where he went.
He was up there, and then he was like, you know what? I'm gonna be in the back. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think I saw he stayed up to 3 a.m. hitting the slot machines.
Yeah, his pit strategy didn't work out.
I think everybody's issue was pit strategy.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy how like you can be as fast as you want on the track, but one little mishap on pit road, there goes your day. But yeah,
Looks like Trackhouse got a little bit of speed.
a little bit. Suarez was up there. Chastain was up there. Gisbergen was.
Around.
He was there, I think.
He wrecked.
I think he was in Vegas.
Yeah, he was. He was doing burnouts a little early.
It was 2 cautions.
He thought he won ahead of time, and then
There needs to be an all-star race where your mission is to be the last car, but you got to go a certain speed. You can't go below a certain speed where you're out, and everyone's like trying to get behind each other. Like that'd be interesting.
That'd be very stressful.
It'd be stressful. It'd be fun for me.
not for the drivers, but for us.
I don't know. Every time I mention like a wild idea, it ends up happening because I said something about like a tire clock as a joke one time. Now I think it's what they do for the tire.
Blame him.
Blame me for anything NASCAR does. My fault. I started stage points in the playoffs. It was all me.
Just like Bowman Gray.
Bowman Gray, I started that and that was me, but I think that was a good thing. But yeah, let us know your picks in the comments below. We'll see you next week
For Martinsville.
for Martinsville.